All right, now that the display has been shown off, you get to see everything on the floor. Starting with some of my pile pins that I'm picking up today. 1984 Intel Touch Antique White Zephyr. Brown plastic Emerson Designer, which has a KB55 motor and a leveler pull chain, which I've never seen that combination before, but that's cool. Homestead Superfan. I think this is the Stratford, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 52-inch with that faceplate design is the Stratford Superfan model.
See the tag. A Casablanca Panama 5 Slimmer Quiet with the stub brackets. Then a White Navajo Delta 2 from 89. The flywheel is starting to go on it and it's a bit rusted, so I'm gonna have to, it's actually quiet though, so that's nice. The blades for it are over there. And those are the Panama blades. These are two fans he just got, 42-inch brown and antique brass Charlestons. I didn't even see it. There's some stencil blades back there.
Oh yeah, those are the blades to the Columbia 2.
And then this really long down rod is for that. And starting on this wall, brown parlor fan. You can chime in whenever you want to say like where it came from for any of these fans.
Oh, yeah, that was Craigslist in Northern Virginia. And that's a Thomas P3 there.
Very nice.
That was
Thomas.
That was a pickup only eBay listing in Bloomington, Indiana.
Did you drive there for this?
No, that was I went there after Fanimation one year. It was like an hour south of Zionsville.
Another Homestead.
Yeah, that one's a 4-wind in bronze.
In a prototype oil rub bronze. Prototype is in that that finish was not common or even really existent yet, but Homestead made one.
It's like the closest Homestead ever got to a brown finish, because Homestead, they were pretty contemporary with some of their ideas.
And then a Fasco Great Room in polished brass. Homestead Whisper Fan 1, antique brass. This is one of the earliest fans Homestead ever made. It has Zephyr irons and
it has a rubber Casablanca flywheel.
yeah, which is the reason why it's still intact. Peach Fasco decorator with matching 3 spotlight kit. It's very cool. A black Fasco parlor fan. Also very nice. You don't see black ones often at all. Then a white and brass parlor fan. 1984, I assume. Hunter low profile with the early isolation ring. That's for the Homestead. So there's another Homestead Superfan in polished brass. Stratford. A Spartan, basically a Fasco 3-speed model, leveler pull chain.
That's a variable speed, actually.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, there's the one on the other
Oh, there
side.
it is. Never mind. Well, there are also 3-speed versions of this. I kind of wish this one was on display. This is a very early antique white Casablanca 4 Seasons. All antique white. And did this have stencil blades or?
It came with plain blades, but I do have spare sets I can put on it.
Mm-hmm. And then a white Navajo Panama. Very similar to the Delta 2, but this one's IntelliTouch. Pewter Casablanca 4 Seasons. A copper Homestead Whisper Fan 4, I think.
Yep, 4.
Another Homestead Superfan, the
Windsor
smaller version.
Superfan.
What?
Windsor Superfan.
Windsor,
The
yes.
small ones.
Thomas Hugger back there. One of the first Hugger fans ever made. And then a Homestead Coventry, whatever that system is called. Homestar, yes. It even says it on there. And then another one right beneath it. Way back there looks like a black and chrome Saturn.
Yes.
You can see the light there, the earlier 3 incandescent bulb version. A antique brass Cambridge. or Century. Actually, that's probably Cambridge.
Yeah, it's a Cambridge.
Okay. White Fasco decorator. Another polished brass great room. This one is the plain variety instead of the ornate. A Newtone Veranda Deluxe, antique brass. I have one of those, but in the smaller variation. Those are very cool fans. And then on this shelf, a ton of light kits up there. Some blades over here. 2 Ferrari Red Lady Deltas, 42-inch low profile, another 42-inch low profile. More blades. Black Fasco State Fair, very uncommon color.
Yeah, that came from Brandon Johnson. I think that's another one of those repainted ones that was sold under a relabel.
Interesting.
Just like the red and green ones that Dan has.
Another Homestead superfan. I don't know what's going on with the control there though. If there's no,
Oh yeah, it was
there's
broken off.
nothing coming out of there. That's, I mean, I imagine that's fixable.
I imagine so too, but yeah, just some dummy contractor just decided to get a little rough with it or something.
Behind there hiding is a Emerson heat fan in white. Is that a 3 or 4 blade version? I can't see.
That's 4 blade.
Okay. Then another Homestead Whisper fan one. Down here, gloss black Panama. I don't know why those are so hard to find, but they are. Designer gray Panama and a small Hunter original. Various parts, whatnot. In this corner, brown Fasco parlor fan, ornate antique brass Fasco parlor fan. Is that just a Charleston or is that a...
That's a porch fan.
Okay, another porch fan.
Yeah, brown porch fan, 3rd generation.
Famous Randy Travis, Casablanca Delta 2, Slumber 5, Chrome. Can't exactly be jealous of that one because I have one as well. Another Panama Slumber Quiet in white and antique brass. Copper Zephyr, K63, I think.
Yep,
Right?
K63.
Yeah. Another early one. Old Jacksonville, you don't see many of those
Yeah,
up
it was
here.
a very lucky find in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
And then a pewter. Is that one also K63, the pewter Zephyr?
Yes.
Okay.
That one is too.
A lot of K63.
And that one's from 1980, so that's probably one of the first pewter casts ever made.
Interesting. And then a Columbia 2.
It was introduced until 1980, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know, because I've definitely seen some with K63 motors, but I guess they would have had to be from 80. But you never know with them. Sometimes they introduce stuff early before the catalogs.
That's true. Pewter may have been a thing in like the latter half of 79.
And then, what model is this?
That's a Whisper Fan 3.
Okay. Yeah, Variable Speed Homestead Whisper Fan 3. Smaller fan, those are very cool. The irons are right there.
I also think it's interesting how the Whisper Fan 3 has a different blade iron design than the Whisper Fan 4. I think that's because
really?
with the Whisper Fan 4, since the blades are longer and therefore heavier, they had to give them thicker arms.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I didn't ever notice that until I got this Whisper Fan 3, but sure enough, it's true.
Here's something really rare. You probably know what it is, but it's A&G Machinery. I don't think this would be the Bentley, actually, because it's the ornate version, but nevertheless, still an incredibly rare fan. And then a copper and polished brass Victorian. How many of these have even been found? Do you know?
Maybe 2 or 3?
Yeah.
I think 3. Dominic has one, and I think 1 or 2, so maybe 4, because I think 1 or 2 have also been spotted in Texas, where everything rare Casablanca can be found.
Yeah. And then to the left of it is a Casablanca Broadway Limited K63 motor. Very nice. And I think that is everything as far as the perimeter is concerned. But in the closet of magic back here, do you mind getting your phone flashlight out?
Oh, sure.
Actually, is there just the regular light in here?
Yeah, I can grab that if you need me to.
Okay. Oh, wait. There we go. A lot in storage. Notably, Casablanca New Orleans, Casablanca Zephyr, 2 white Fasco heat cyclers, 4 Seasons, a Terra. Very cool. Is the top support on this thing cracking like all of them usually do, or?
Just a little. Not enough where it's a concern, but I'm keeping my eye on it.
Yeah. One of the few fans that can literally just fall to the ground at any moment, by the way. Another 4 Seasons. Verde original. Black Huntington 3, the true gem of this collection. 2 Casablanca 4 Seasons. Gray Lady Delta. Emerson something. Alta, yes. Oh, these are, oops. These are the fan that's in the Orlando airport.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Well, those are all white, but yeah, same fan.
I do want to get one of those in straight appliance white.
Yeah.
They're in my elementary school cafeteria as well.
So that's pretty cool. Another Fasco parlor fan, I assume. Yeah. I can't tell what finish that is down there of the Delta 2. Okay, Snow White Delta 2. Pink Delta 2. Another New Tone Veranda Deluxe in white and polished brass. Another Columbia 2 in antique brass. Victorian in white and polished brass. Peach Navajo Panama. Another 4 Seasons in polished brass. A California Zephyr in snow white. Antique white, Lady Delta, Thomas T something. T3. Is that another Thomas right there, or is that a Fasco?
This is a Spartan E5200.
Oh, okay.
It's from pretty early. It's from like 79. So it's a very early Fasco relabel product.
Mm-hmm. And then the brass and copper Panama. I just recently got 2 of those as well. But love anything copper, really, from Casablanca. Black Delta. 42-inch Charleston in white. A brown Delta. A 20th Century in antique brass. And then beyond this point, there's some new in-box stuff back here, but there's no light. That's pretty normal, just a World's Fair motor. And then...
Light and brass Cambridge in there.
Yep. Fan Company of America.
That's an old Jacksonville Savannah there.
Oh, is it actually?
Yeah, so it's one of the ones pre-relabeled.
Oh, never mind then. Same faceplate for both fans, or at least a very similar one, but yes, that is an old Jacksonville. Moss Tropical Breeze. A white and brass Zephyr. Another K63 heat fan. New Tone Hacienda. This is almost like a test for me to see if I know what all of these fans are called. A Ferrari Red Delta 2 back there. A black parlor fan. That's either antique white or Moroccan Sand Delta 2.
Moroccan Sand.
Okay, Moroccan Sand. Another Thomas right there.
That one's a T5, I think.
T5. A anti-copper Victorian. That's awesome. White and polished brass. Fasco or Spartan.
That's an Old South.
Old South. Oh yeah, you can see the ornate sideband there. A New Tone Elegance in brass and copper. Is this a Select Touch?
That's 3-speed.
Okay. Select Touch is the model that fails all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then back there is what looks like another Homestead something. I can't really see.
Yeah, I have a bunch of parts in that bin. That Whisper Fan 4 in there is awaiting some repair jobs.
That's everything I can visually see right now. Oh, unless you go back here. 4 Seasons in antique white, black, and polished brass Panama. And that's almost everything, I think. There's some stuff here, but you can just barely see it. Like that is a Meridian in white and polished brass. It looks like another Fasco.
It's a Vanity Fair.
Oh, nice. Love the Vanity Fair. And then an Alpine or Ventura, I'm actually not sure. It has a pull chain, so I assume it's an Alpine.
Yeah, it's a very early Alpine. It's got the Ventura faceplate. It's from 1985. It's Slumber Quiet. It's basically like a Beta Alpine or a Turbo 4 Seasons of sorts. The model number is 04.
Interesting. Okay. I've never heard that combo before, but that's cool. And then it's all black, so you can't see that, but it's a another antique white Casablanca Four Seasons with that low ceiling light fitter. So, okay. You think he has enough fans yet? The collecting never stops. Thanks for watching again, everybody. We'll see you in the next video.